Did you know that over 1.3 billion people, nearly 1 in 6 humans, believe in reincarnation? In Hinduism, this isn't just a belief, it's a spiritual law as real as gravity. You are not just this body, this name, or this lifetime. You've been here before, perhaps many times. But how can you tell? What if déjà vu isn't a glitch, but a glimpse? What if your deepest fears and passions have roots not in this life, but a life long gone? In this video, we explore 7 signs you may have lived before, rooted in the sacred knowledge of karma, Samsara, and Punarjanman, the endless wheel of birth and rebirth. Sign 1. Strong intuition that doesn't match life experience. Have you ever just known something without learning it? Maybe you've walked into a place you've never been and felt like you've lived there. In Hindu philosophy, such unexplainable intuition is often seen as sanskars, subtle impressions from previous births. These mental and energetic imprints travel with your soul from lifetime to lifetime. It's why a child prodigy might master music without training, or why you instinctively avoid a person who's never harmed you. Your soul remembers what your mind can't. Sign 2. Recurring dreams or visions from another time. Dreams are more than imagination. In many ancient scriptures, dreams are considered portals into your past karmas. If you repeatedly dream of places you've never visited, eras you've never lived in, or people you feel deeply connected to, these could be echoes from another life. According to Hindu texts, your subtle body, Sukshma Sharira, carries not just your actions, but your memories, desires, and attachments, all of which can reappear in dreams. These dreams may not be just strange, they might be sacred clues. Sign 3. Fear or attraction without explanation. Why are some people terrified of water despite never having a bad experience with it? Why do others feel overwhelmingly drawn to temples or mountains they've never seen before? Hinduism teaches that unresolved karma often expresses itself through irrational fears or intense attractions. If you were a monk in a Himalayan monastery or a sailor lost at sea, your emotional body may carry that energetic residue into this life. These reactions aren't random, they're karmic fingerprints. Sign 4. Deep affinity for cultures or practices not your own. Do you feel like you belong to a different time or culture? Have you ever learned a language effortlessly or been moved to tears by music from a distant land? In Hinduism, your vasanas, subtle tendencies, can carry over from life to life. A Westerner may find themselves deeply drawn to Indian mantras or rituals, not because they're exotic, but because the soul remembers. The Bhagavad Gita even mentions that a seeker who has practiced in a past life is born again in a family that fosters spiritual progress. Sign 5. Childhood memories that don't fit this life. Children are often closest to the soul's memory. In fact, there are verified cases of children, especially in India, remembering names, towns, even causes of death from a life before. These aren't fantasies. They've been investigated and documented. Hindu philosophy explains this as a temporary window before Maya. The illusion of this life fully settles in. Between ages 2 and 6, the veil is thin. If you've ever had flashes of past events in childhood that felt vividly real, you might be remembering a story you once lived. Sign 6. Instant soul connections or conflicts. Ever met someone and felt like you've known them forever, or couldn't stand them without reason? Hinduism recognizes these as karmic ties, bonds of affection or enmity carried over lifetimes. These are called rananubandhas, energetic depths and bonds between souls. Some of your closest relationships, your lover, your rival, your parent, may have traveled with you across many births. The instant comfort or discomfort isn't about chemistry, it's about karmic history. Sign 7. A constant pull toward liberation or enlightenment. Not everyone is drawn to spiritual practice. If you are deeply pulled toward yoga, meditation, or moksha, even without external influence, it could be a sign that your soul has been walking this path for lifetimes. Hinduism teaches that the desire for liberation only arises when the soul has seen enough of the world's drama. You may have been a yogi, monk, or seeker before. That thirst to break free from the cycle of birth and death isn't new. It's ancient and it's awakening again. All of this ties back to samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth driven by karma. Your actions, intentions, and thoughts weave together to shape your next life. Hinduism doesn't see life as linear, but cyclical. You're not a blank slate, you are an ongoing journey. And while some signs of reincarnation can feel magical or mysterious, they are also a reminder. Every thought you think, every choice you make, ripples into eternity. You are both the seed and the harvest. So, have you lived before? If even one of these signs resonated with you deeply, it might be your soul whispering truth. Hinduism teaches us not to fear death or rebirth, but to become conscious of it, to live intentionally, with awareness of karma, and to seek freedom from cycles that no longer serve us. If you found this video meaningful, like, share, and subscribe. And comment below. Have you ever felt like you've lived before? Let's explore this journey together, because your past may be the key to your highest future.